dear listeners, we're diving into something a little warmer than usual. The first official Abersoch Dunkers romance. Yes, between the splashes, the storms, and the slightly steamy beach hut chats, love blossomed. Meet Clare, ex-army dog handler, police canine expert, adrenaline junkie, and full-time energy machine. From patrolling high-risk zones in Northern Ireland to expertly wrangling canines and the occasional I'll say it in a minute, wine-fueled tale. Claire brings more than just discipline to the dunking scene, she brings sparkle. And then there's Andrew, early morning beach lover, dog dad to Meg, and the man who thinks a 3,000-mile drive is just a scenic day out in the country. Once a motor garage boss, now a housing assessor making British homes warmer, Andrew's got a heart as reliable as his van engine. He's also a card-carrying gentleman dunker, but we'll say no more about that at this point. Together, they're the Dunkers after hours duo, partial to a pub quiz, a long walk, and yes, a cheeky tipple. Their story is one of camaraderie, canine loyalty, and the unexpected magic of seaside community life. Tune in to see how army discipline met Abersoch charm, and whether falling in love in freezing water makes it all that more special. Andrew and Claire, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So thank you for joining me. And this is and there's
And
Meg.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, we've got the background of Meg here, and that's absolutely fine. It's very much a chat round the kitchen table, as you know. So tell me, dunking. Andrew, you were into dunking before you met Claire, or
Before I met Claire, but not before I met the Dunkers in Abersoch. I think it's 4 years this October.
have you been dunking that long?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I walked down the lane from the beach one morning. I'm just having had a walk on the beach. And the two ladies with towels wrapped around their hair, obviously been in the water. So I asked them, "Have you been swimming?" And they said, "Yes, just come along any morning, 8 o'clock or 8:15, and the Dunkers go in the water."
Oh, so
I think that was October 4 years ago.
wow, I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's probably Hattie,
It probably was.
Hattie and Emma.
I can't
Yeah,
remember who it was
yeah.
now, but I think you're right. Just two ladies walking off the beach.
Right.
So I think it probably was.
Hattie always used to have that turban.
Right,
So,
it will be
yeah,
then, yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
would have been, yes.
And
Yeah,
and
that's
that
it.
was 4 years October.
Yeah, this October, 4 years.
Brilliant,
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah, never looked back since.
Claire, how long have you been dunking?
Probably since July last year.
Okay, why?
Well, I absolutely thought you were all bonkers when I first met you all, to be honest with you. When Andrew first said that he did dunking down in Abersoch, I did think he was slightly mad, and I wondered what I was getting into. And then I decided that I would give it a go on my 60th birthday last year, which is what I did.
Brilliant, brilliant. Hey, what a birthday present.
It was actually. What an initiation.
Yeah, more of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Mind you, it's not really such a big deal from what you've been through, is it?
No.
You've had lots of initiations, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just a few.
just a few, absolutely. So, and obviously, two worlds that have come together rather, on the beach and in the surf. Sometimes we get it really quite rough, don't we? It's, but that
Yes,
never
we do,
bothers you
absolutely.
guys, does it?
Oh, it doesn't mean I don't go in. It's really, when the waves are quite high, I won't go in.
Really?
No, I do what Andy Cheek often says, and make your decision on the beach. And if it's really, really wavy, I won't go in.
No. But isn't it? It's strange how so often it's better on the beach than it is at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
from a short distance from Talking down, it can feel not great at the top. But you get down the beach, it just feels a bit warm and a bit brighter for some reason.
Yeah.
It's strange. Very
Yeah,
strange.
yeah. It must be the light reflecting. But
That's what it is.
I know up here in Minotho, because we get a lot of the mist,
Yeah.
the famous Minotho mist. So
And the antique sunshine.
and the anti sunshine. Yeah. So Claire, do you have any pre-dunk routines? Do you prepare yourself with 3 paracetamols
Oh,
and
God,
2
yeah.
ibuprofen?
No, I don't. I just get up and get Andrew brings me a cup of tea, and then we walk down with Meg. Meg is the driving force behind getting us out of bed in the morning.
Oh, good old Maggie.
She's a 3-year. Well, she's 3 next week actually. She's a Welsh collie from Anglesey, and she's the one that runs the house and the show. And if we are not awake in time, then she will bark until she's allowed out the door and straight down to the beach.
Yeah. She pretty much barks now when it's daylight. It's
I know.
now 4:30, 5 o'clock.
She's barking.
She wants to go to the beach.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
really fallen into the routine, and she loves chasing the ball down the beach in the morning,
Yeah.
sitting there while we swim, and then
Yeah.
dog ice cream footprints on the way back.
A dog ice cream.
If she's lucky, once
A
a week.
dog ice cream.
Dog ice cream.
What
for
is a
Meg.
dog ice cream?
Oh, it's
Well, she's just discovered it, hasn't she? And now it's
Yeah.
become the norm.
a small tub of.
I don't know what's in
Well,
it.
you taste it.
Host taste.
No, Kathy tasted it, I think. Somebody tasted it and said, "Oh, it does taste like human ice cream." So,
Yeah,
but Meg loves it.
and it probably
It's
is.
so lovely sitting at Footprints, isn't it? During the summer months, just sitting out there and watching
Isn't
the
it?
world go by and having coffee and chatting.
Yeah,
It's a great day.
yeah, yeah.
Great start to the morning.
So, as far as dunking goes, have you dunked anywhere else besides Abersoch?
Anglesey. My son had got married last year in Chardon Bay, and there was one of her family, Hayley's family member, came from Cornwall, and she's part of the Cornwall dunking scene.
Okay.
And so we were the only ones out that morning with hangovers in the rain in Chardon Bay,
Right.
post wedding dunk,
Right.
and it cleared the hangover.
I was gonna
Ready
s-
for breakfast.
It does work, doesn't
It
it?
does work. I was very sceptical, but now
Well,
I'm a firm believer. It's
When you've had a good night, you must have a good dunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
We dunked in Tenby last week, didn't we?
Yeah, went to Colby Island.
Where? Sorry.
Colby Island.
Oh, did you?
Tenby, yeah. We
Okay.
took our swimmies over there with some strange looks from people getting off the boat.
Oh, right. They didn't have a group that you went down to join?
No, it was just an island off the shore of Tenby.
Okay.
You were on a boat trip, and then we had a swim while waiting for the boat back, didn't we?
Brilliant.
What I've not done, I've not managed to get on one of the group walks where people go with the Dunkers strolling group, go and dunk in the mountains in Snowdonia.
Oh,
I've seen some
right.
great
Okay.
pictures, great events, and I've
you've
always been
not
busy
managed it.
working when it's happened.
Right.
So I'd love to do that, wouldn't you?
That was probably one of your 3,000-mile trips, actually, Andrew.
Probably,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Your reputation precedes you. The amount of miles that you do just to get to a job. We'll come to that. We'll come to that in a minute. But so you must. Yes, I mean the bottom line is you've got to join us because wild swimming is great, and the Watkin Path is obviously a firm favourite of destination from here.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
and we'll get Clare in there and into the running streams and into the little waterfalls.
Absolutely. Having done Snowdon first.
Oh yes, yeah. You do like walking, don't you?
I like Snowdon, and I like the Carnevai as well.
Do you?
The Carnevai is less busy. It's a lot
Okay.
less, I think it's more interesting, and it's a lot less busy with people.
Is it farther to get to from here?
I normally park in Abergwyn
Okay.
on the edge of the 5-5 and just go ridge hop from there, walk to the top and just ridge hop. Just pick a mountain on the OS map and head for it.
Wow. Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, why do you do it? What?
Well, when I retired from the police about 8 years ago, I was absolutely done in. I'd done 30 years and I'd had enough.
Right.
And I retired. I'm from Anglesey originally, and
Right.
I rented a house in Anglesey, and I just decided that I would head to the mountains until it was all out of my system.
Really?
So I would wake up one morning and just pick a mountain and go for it, or if the weather was bad, because it's always important to look at the weather before you take out on these adventures. I just open the OS map on Anglesey, close my eyes, and
just put
really somewhere.
Literally just point at a mountain.
And
that's where you go.
I open my eyes and just because Anglesey's beautiful. Anglesey's got some stunning walks as well.
Right.
Really, I love it. It's my
Right.
as much as I love living here, it is my spiritual home.
Anglesey is.
Yeah.
Were you there long?
I was brought up there. I moved there when I was 2, in a village called Llanhenidol near Valley. So
Okay.
I went to Holyhead School, and then when I left school, that's when I joined the army.
Okay. So Welsh speaker?
Dipyn bach, a little.
Dipyn bach,
I
little,
did it at
yeah.
school, and had I known what I know now, I would have paid much more attention
Would you
to
really?
my O level. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
I'm sorry, this is Meg. Meg's
No.
patrolling around the table.
Yeah,
now
that's
looking
right,
for a
so-
tennis ball.
and that's the panting. It's not Andrew that's doing the panting. So tell me. I mean, I'm really intrigued about this. So it obviously was therapy for you
Absolutely.
after 30 years to just say, was it the solace that you were seeking, or was it the excitement, or was it what was it that
No, I
sort of
think it's the peace and quiet.
Was it?
And the not having the radio blaring in your ear and not having people shouting and yelling at you all the time, and not, you can't please anybody, it seems these days, when you're a police officer.
No.
And it was just nice not to have that pull,
right?
of I was down in Guildford in Surrey, and there wasn't enough staff on the rota, and it was just job after job after job, and you never got a minute's peace, and then you would work overtime, and then you were never getting home on time. It was just a big pull.
Yeah.
When you're young, I think it's fine, but when you get to sort of like
Well, yeah,
56. It's a bit much rolling around Guildford High Street with, drunken teenagers thinking, why am I doing this?
well, absolutely.
Really.
And the drunken teenagers asking exactly the same. Why are you
exactly
doing
the
this?
same,
Yeah.
So I think that was it. And also, it was just the exercise. Because I love the exercise.
And
I love
quite
and the
meditative
views.
for
It
you.
is very meditative.
Is it really?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
people I remember walking Snowdon very early one morning, and I met a guy there in his 70s, and he lived in Bethesda all his life, and he would just once a week, once 2 weeks, walk up there and just
Really,
yeah,
that was his way of
that was
chilling.
his way. And I was up there
Yeah,
one
yeah.
morning. There was three of us up there. It was a very early morning. And I had a different dog then called Bella, and she actually went into his knapsack and ate his ham sandwiches, which you
Right.
can't replace at Snowdon.
Well,
That
clearly.
in the morning. But he was fine about it because he had a collie as well. Yeah.
And that collie ate yours, I hope.
Well, no,
Oh,
I'd
well.
already eaten mine by then. I think I ate mine halfway up. I couldn't wait till the top.
Do you know, you're just like Sue. She packs up for a lunch and then come 11:05 and she's into her sandwiches and into her nuts and goodness
Yeah.
knows what.
So you
So
need-
what did you find you were doing to sort of just chill off? Because joking apart, 3,000 miles or however many you did in a week was
Yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah,
It
I
was-
can't wait to get back here.
Yeah, just too long behind a wheel.
It is, yeah. Abersoch, probably like a lot of Dunkers. It's just in my blood. I came here when I was 1 year old.
Wow.
Stayed in a farm in Clanenga for quite a few years in a B&B, and then fortunate to have a property here, and I just can't wait to get back here.
Okay.
And I've always felt that way. I suppose I've always wanted to live here. I knew I was going to live here one day.
Did you?
Just finding a way to get
It
here.
was yeah.
And
Bringing the when and how together.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't disappoint. I mean, I obviously I travel all over the UK. I've been to Kent, Essex, South Coast, Portsmouth, Southampton, all over the different coastlines. And there's nowhere as nice as this. And parts of Devon and Cornwall are lovely as well, but I've not come across anywhere like this.
No.
The beaches we've got and the cafes and the facility, it's just an amazing place. And having the Dunkers has just made it even better because now you can walk down and you've got friendly faces, chatter and banter on the beach. It's just a great way of life.
So your early life was very much sort of things like the car trade, wasn't it?
Yeah. My dad was in the motor trade and he did well. So my brother and I thought, well, he can do it, we can. So we set up a used car dealership. Then one day somebody from Skoda came along and said, would you be interested in taking a Skoda franchise? That was when they had the old-fashioned Rapids and Estelles and everything. And we laughed and sniggered for a while. And then we thought, well, that's probably not a bad idea because Volkswagen were about to take over.
Okay.
So we thought, well, they probably will get better cars, they will improve. And so we took on the Skoda franchising then
Perfect.
and had several great years.
Yeah.
It was all the dealers were family owned.
Right.
And they used to go on trips every year. So every year, Skoda would pay for all the dealers and the families to go away for a week. So they took us to Florida, they took us to Cyprus and different places, just on freebies. It was great.
This was the time to be in the motor trade.
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
it's
it?
changed now. It's all corporates now, and it's changed a lot now.
Yeah.
But that's was a nice start to that.
Because at that time, the motor industry, or certainly the motor retail industry, was very much made up of entrepreneurs, independents, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The big conglomerates never really sort of connected
not
into
at that
them.
stage,
No.
Even when my dad started in the what would it be about mid 60s? No, about probably 1970. The new car dealers didn't sell used cars. They took a part exchange in and just traded them straight out to auctions and other motor traders. So they'd sell new cars and not used cars. So it's that easy to go and find used cars to sell. So he did well out of it, very well.
Yeah.
He had Toyota franchises, and he went all over the world with Toyota.
I was going to
Him and
say
his
that
business partner.
even then that must have been a license to write checks.
Yeah. There was no discount on any car. You had full margin on every car. People just walked up, can I have that one? You say yes, that's the price, and that was it.
Yeah.
Simple way of doing business.
Everybody was,
But,
yeah. Take the negotiation bit out of
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Yeah. So they did very well.
Good.
And Paul and I did well as well. My brother and I, we did well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then things changed, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we had a garage site which we needed to move to bigger premises, so we did. We found bigger.
Just
premises.
simply because of the success.
Skoda told us no. Skoda.
Oh,
Yeah, they started to get a bit more dictatorial. So they would start saying you've got to put these floor tiles down, just paint your walls this colour, you must wear these uniforms, and it's the same with most manufacturers. They started to get more and more dictatorial. And so our premises weren't big enough, so we had to move. So we found new premises. and we were about to sell the old site, and I thought, why not build some houses?
Okay.
This is in 2006, 2007. So I sat with an architect and we designed a scheme of getting 13 townhouses on the site and started building, got halfway up, and then the financial crash came in 2008.
Ah,
So all the money we would have made just disappeared out the window.
really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just as dramatic as that?
Dramatic as that, yeah.
On one day, off the
Yeah,
next?
completely.
Wow.
I got interviewed because I think the local BBC radio Nottingham wanted to interview somebody about the housing crash.
Right.
So they came and interviewed me and asked me how I felt, and obviously I felt disappointed. But then next thing they said, "Can you do a slot on the BBC 6 o'clock news with Hugh Edwards?"
Which you did?
Which I did, yeah. So I was trying to say, well, it's not too bad, but it was bad. It wasn't brilliant.
No.
I ended up working for 3 years for nothing, for not making a penny. But
Really?
I managed to get out of it in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy property developing.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's
Did you not really enjoy cars as much?
no, I didn't.
No.
I'm not really.
It had gone off
salesperson.
the boil by then.
Yeah, I'm not really a salesperson, but I stuck at it for a few years.
Yeah.
I preferred property.
Yeah.
But then because I was doing a property with a young guy who was a builder, he told me about the retrofit surveys, which I do now, and that enables me to work anywhere in the country virtually. So when I found the job in North Wales, it was perfect.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I could come down
Again,
here.
because you could
I could live here, do
make your way
surveys
here.
around the area, and just
Sure.
travel back and travel away and come back each day. Or,
Yeah.
2 or 3 days away and come back.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm still here now.
Well, and your previous life, Claire, was very much cut and thrust.
Actually, we did discover that your garage was in Melton Mowbray, and
Yeah.
I was in Melton Mowbray in the military at the time on my
Right.
dog training course.
No, really?
We were both in Melton Mowbray at the same time.
And we said, I think I was a bit too wild from it.
What you were, or the dog was?
No, me. I was 21, 22 at that point. I was still
Right.
very much a bit of a party animal, so I think I'm a
right.
bit wild.
Okay. So when you to be a dog trainer in the military or the police, I guess, but the military first, do you have to be an enlisted personnel first?
Yeah,
and
well,
then,
you did. This was back in 84, 85. No, it must be 85, 86. And I just left Northern Ireland, and all my boxes, all my kit was going out to Detmold in Germany.
Okay.
And he just walked in one day, and I had about 3 days left over there. And he said, "Oh, you're not going there now. You're going to Melton Mowbray to be a dog handler." And I just went, "Well, my kit's in Germany, so I'll just get it back then. This is such a military thing. Well,
Yeah.
just get it back." He said, "You won't need a lot in Melton Mowbray anyway. It's all Nissen huts." I couldn't believe it. And then I sort of within 3 days, I was on a flight back from Northern Ireland to Heathrow and getting picked up and taken to Melton Mowbray.
Northern
with hardly any
Ireland.
kit.
What were you doing in Northern Ireland? There was
No,
no advance notice then in Northern Ireland about being a dog trainer.
No, well, no, I had 3 days, and that was, I was lucky. That was,
Yeah.
normally you get about a month's notice to move.
Right.
But he just said, well, I was one of the first 3 female dog handlers in the army, and because the army just decided at that point they were going to have female dog handlers. And
Okay.
he just walked in
Because
one
of
day.
pressure.
I think the world was coming round to the fact that women had a place in the military.
Yeah.
Because up until then,
And
it
they
was-
could
it was
they could do
pretty
any
hard
job
work.
more or less the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't that many women that stayed, because at that point in the army, if you were pregnant, you couldn't stay in.
Okay.
You could stay in married, but if you had a baby, you instantly had to go.
Really?
Yeah, you were.
So if you were married and got pregnant, you'd be
Yeah,
out.
yeah, you'd be out. But you could be
Wow.
married and not have
Yeah, yeah.
children and stay in, but you couldn't
Yeah.
have children.
Okay.
So the fallout was quite high.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the military just thought we were just there for a couple of years and we weren't worth investing in. And then someone decided, actually, we need to get our head around this because this is not how it should be.
No.
And Major Hayes just walked in and said, "You're off to Melton Mowbray." I didn't even know where it was.
Right.
I'd heard of the pork pies, obviously.
Yeah, well,
but I didn't know
and
where it was.
tasted a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I'm in Melton Mowbray learning how to be a dog handler.
Right. So before that, you were still in the military. You'd been to
Yeah.
Northern Ireland. How many tours did you do?
I did one. I did
Okay.
one. I did a 2-year tour. I did go back to Colchester from training depot,
Yeah.
which was an exercise platoon. And so I was never there. We were always out on exercise, living in the back of Land Rovers and tents and all sorts. And then I got a week's notice for that move. I came back one day and it's posted on orders. You're going to Northern Ireland next week. So That's how the military works, I'm afraid.
Yeah, they don't give you a lot of thinking time, do
No,
they?
and
No.
when you're 18, you don't really care. You just
No.
you're okay. I'm off then.
Were there a lot of females in North? I mean, we're just talking about females and about the fact that the sort of consensus of opinion was that the flag needed to be raised a bit,
Yeah.
and females need to be sort of put into positions of influence and
Yeah.
and obviously seen. Was that the same in Northern Ireland, or was it did you have the same sort of visibility over there?
Do you know, I think the Northern Ireland's a whole different kettle of fish. I think because of the situation up there in the 80s, I don't think anyone cared what sex you were. It was all about looking after each other.
Right. Were the trouble still
Yes.
just
Yeah.
still?
In fact, it took me a long while to stop looking under my car. When I used to come home on leave, I used to check under the car, and it was a good year, 12 months, when I
Wow.
was finished there, that I would stop looking under my car, checking for anything that's underneath.
Right, because that was just the modus operandi.
Yeah.
And you were with whereabouts in Northern Ireland?
I was in Lisbon, and then I was in South Armagh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the sort of places that you hear about, or if you, of our age, you can remember that used to
Yeah.
feature on the news. Yeah.
So Meg's getting involved in the interview
oh,
now.
well,
Meg,
there
you
you
go
go.
south.
You stay there, Meg. That's absolutely fine. I didn't know we'd have 3 guests today, but we've got 3 guests.
She likes to be involved, don't you, Meggy Moo?
Yeah. So that was just a part of your life, and when you came back and you went to Melton Mowbray, you thought, okay, here we go.
Yeah, and that was interesting because because we were the first 3 females to do it. We weren't well liked when we got there. It was a bit.
Oh, really?
Some of the
Animosity?
Yeah. And bless some of the kennel maids thought, well, this isn't fair because we look after these dogs. Why can't we be dog handlers? And I got that.
Yeah.
But because we just got on with it and made friends with them, and they were a lovely bunch of girls.
Right.
And the Household Cavalry trained there as well at the same time.
Okay.
So H Cav there. And so it was horses and dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. So you all had to pull together, really.
Right. So yes, my perception would be that whoever looks after the dog is the dog handler, but clearly not.
Well, it's a training school, so the kennel maids helped the dog handlers bring the dogs on.
Right.
And then handlers were coming from different regiments.
Right.
They would train dogs to go to Northern Ireland. I mean, my dog was trained on drugs.
Okay.
So they were training dogs for the military police. They were training dogs because most of the army camps at that time had dog patrols to patrol. So there's a high turnover of dogs.
Was there?
That were gifted by members of the public.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so this is not so dissimilar to guide dogs.
And it's not dissimilar to a lot of police dogs.
Really?
In this country are gifted as well.
Okay. So
unless it's part of a training program. So police have got a training program.
Have they?
But they still accept gift dogs, Labradors, Spaniels, and Collies.
So you don't just have to sort of, or you can't just only support the dogs by giving a donation. You can actually give a dog.
You can give a dog in.
Wow.
I've got to pass a test. I mean, I had a failed drugs dog in Surrey, and he was a chocolate Labrador, and he was called Bilbo Baggins, and he just they throw the tennis ball to see if they retrieve it, and he just stood there and looked blankly at this tennis ball, and then looked at people throwing the ball and went, "What do I do?" So he didn't make the grade.
No.
And then someone said, "Oh, this dog's going to have to go back to the rescue place." And I just happened to be in that unit at that time. I said, "Oh, I'll have him given to me." So and he was beautiful.
So you were allowed to keep him?
Yeah, I had to keep him, yeah. He was lovely.
Yeah. Which, and that's, I get the impression that's what the dog handlers very much do. They sort of make them part of their lives, don't they?
They do. And I've got a friend actually who I was in Northern Ireland with, who's now a retired police officer in Anglesey, and she's a dog handler, and she's kept every one of her dogs.
Really?
When they retired, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and her husband did, and he was a dog handler in Northwest Police. They had loads of dogs, but they had a big garden, and they would never let their dogs go anywhere else because there's a definite bond between dogs and their dog handlers.
Yeah.
It's right up there.
Quite special.
Very.
Yeah. I don't know whether you know, but one time for a number of years, Sue and I used to do puppy dogs for guide dogs, and we did 6 over 7 or almost 8 years. Fabulous. And the Cherry, who we've got now, was the 4th one, and she was a particularly good dog, and they thought they were going to breed from her, and clearly, because this is what guide dogs do, they always, and they can only pick from the best. They put her through all sorts of different tests and examinations, and she appeared to have a weakness in her front leg, so in the joint of her front leg. So it's never manifested itself, but we got the opportunity to buy her from them. But yeah, we did 6, and it was a wonderful period.
How long did you keep them for?
We used to get them at 7 weeks, and we used to keep them until 14 months, 14 to 15 months.
Didn't you get attached to them?
Oh, totally. It was. We were just Claire. You could just see Sue and I wrecked. Every 14 or 15 months, we'd just be in a real state. And after the first couple, then we sort of, it was just self-preservation.
You manned up.
Well, no, we didn't actually. We could never ever man up that much, but we just got round it by insisting that we had another one before we lost the first one.
Yeah.
So before that one went, we'd got this other, and then this puppy would be maybe 3 months old by the time the first went, and it softened the blow. But we did keep in touch, and not all guide dogs or guide dog owners do keep in touch, but we were fortunate most of ours did. And and we tried to do it again, but they don't have a scheme down here in North Wales.
That's a shame.
The nearest is Manchester. But so it very varied. Did you ever do anything as radical as dunking when you were in the army or in the police?
Oh my goodness, we went when I was in Colchester in the exercise platoon. We went on summer camp in January because again that's a military thing. Because we're an exercise hall for the summer, the OC decided we'd have summer camp. I went to Tywyn in Merioneth, and we arrived, and I remember the guard commander saying, "What's she doing here?" and the captain went, "Well, she's part of the platoon." He said, "Well, we don't have females here. She'll have to go in the officers' mess." And then the officers went, "Well, she can't come in our mess." So I ended up in the sergeant's mess in a room of my own because they weren't expecting women. And then we climbed a mountain, and then we had to, there was a zip line going from the top of the mountain into this lake, and it was frozen. And I remember being clipped up in my bra, knickers and t-shirt, being clipped up on this carabiner and being sent down this zip line. And the guy before me broke on the ice, thankfully. And then I couldn't get out. My carabiner got stuck. I couldn't get out. So somebody else had to come across the water to get me out. Oh, it was just chaos. It's carnage. And it was cold.
I think it was cold.
Can I tell you?
If there was ice there.
Bitterly cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you literally broke the ice for that sort of exercise.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You were the Wim Hof of the regiment.
God. I'd rather not been the Wim Hof of anything at that point. I was frozen.
Yeah, it was. It does take a bit of doing sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've said to one or two people before on our podcast that it's the wind that catches you as much as anything. It's just
not as difficult as trying to put your bra and knickers on.
Really?
With a towel and trying to not show the world what you've got, and it's cold.
Okay.
I find that apart from the fact that the water's cold in the morning, I find putting your underwear on slightly difficult and trying at times.
Yes.
Not that you realise.
Not that we were real. No,
it's that easy.
I think the hurdle of sort of, well, I'm going to go down dunking, and who are these people? And I'm going to get undressed in front of them, and then I've got to put my swimsuit on, and then you come out and you reverse the process. It's a bit.
It's okay in winter because you've got your dry robe on, and you can do all sorts under your dry robe, but no one knows what's going on. But in the summer, slightly difficult, slightly more obvious what you're doing.
Exactly. You don't go walking on one of your many hiking walks in your dry robe, do you?
No, I won't. No, I'm only ever walk down and walk back. I've never been to Tesco's. I've never been any shopping in here.
Really? No, it's pretty chic if you lived in Manchester. You'd have your dry robe on, whatever. Yeah. Can you not see yourself on you in the Arndale Centre in your dry robe?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like a picture.
Sorry, absolutely. So just nipping back to Andrew a bit. So you're now really keeping people warm, aren't you? That's what you do. That's your mission in life. It's a great mission.
Grants are available from the British UK government in Wales and England and Scotland, I assume. This Scotland, because I have worked there. If you qualify, you can get free solar panels, free heat pump, free insulation, and it's a fantastic scheme. So
How long has the scheme been going?
I don't really know. I've been doing it 4 years, so it was going a couple of years before that. It's probably about 5 or 6 years, I'd imagine.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
is this part of the net zero green agenda?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on Eco 4 now, so it must be an Eco 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
The schemes seem to change, qualification routes seem to change as time goes by, but basically it's to improve the efficiency of a property. If you've got a property with a very low EPC rating, F4G or something, they're trying to get it up to a BC, so it's more efficient to run.
Ah, right.
And
Okay.
anywhere off of mains gas really just about qualifies property wise, because the mains gas is still the cheapest way to heat a property.
Oh, even with all this, all
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
insulation,
Yep.
etc.
So, but because if you obviously here there's no gas hardly.
No.
Apart from Pwllheli, I think it's got gas in one or two areas, but
Okay.
there's not much gas around here. So it's all either LPG gas, oil, or electric.
Right.
And
right.
then all of those properties are qualified because they'll have a low EPC rating.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, as you say, tank gas or
It's more expensive.
right.
Mains gas is still the cheapest form of heating.
Do you think it will remain that? Because we bring it in from all over the place now. I mean, we were bringing it in from Russia, weren't we? But we
Yeah,
don't now.
we were.
Yeah, it's Finland now, isn't it? We get a lot
I
of
think
our
in
gas
Norway.
from.
I
Is
think
it Norway?
I think we're from Norway. I think.
Right.
Because I think actually, yeah, there's quite a large pipeline from Norway to Scotland, I suppose.
Yeah.
And there was talk about some of the troubles that are happening in the world at the moment, and if the Russians decided they could probably break that pipeline,
Right.
and then we'd be a bit stuck. So,
yeah.
fuel security is obviously a big issue.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. I watched something Simon Reeve on the BBC catch up, and he did a series of 3 in Scandinavia. They are worth watching, and he just talks about the 5 countries of Scandinavia and where that leverage comes from. And it was, you're right, it was Norway, and they were. The irony is that they just took our licenses that we'd found all this oil and this gas, and they just took it on the basis that we're going to supply it back at a very discounted rate. And now, hey, who are we beholding to?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's anyway, but that's a government. That's my moan at the government indirectly at any one time. So what I really want to sort of know, I've got a little note here. Can love bloom when your toes are numb?
Well, actually, in fairness, we need to be honest. We actually met online.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we met online. I'd been on this website for a bit, and I was cheesed off, and I thought, and Andrew was the last person. In fact, I'd given up, and then Andrew contacted me on the website chat,
Right.
and because his photograph was Abersoch in the background, and I knew Abersoch because I lived in Anglesey.
Right.
I thought, right, I'm going to give this one last go. So you were very much my last. Bless you.
Well, your pictures look like you're skiing in the Alps. You've got walking poles and obviously snow in the background. So she looks an active outdoor sort of person.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've always walked. I mean, your little walk down to the beach is about 2 miles, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah. Well, no, Claire's taking it to a new level now.
Right.
The last few mornings, we get up at 5:30,
Right.
leave the house just after 6, walk round down to Porth Cerriad, round the headland walk to Mickey's, then the full length of the beach, swim, then walk home.
Got to up your game, haven't you?
You've got to up your
up your game.
Clearly you have got to up your game.
Yeah.
But you've got to have somebody you can walk with. Mind you, Maggie, well, she'll just be there. Yeah.
She'll be out again this afternoon.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah. As you said earlier in the interview, she's the one that sort of drives your agenda each day.
And thankfully she does, because she gets us out, and she's a joy to be with when she's out. She's lovely.
Yeah. So if somebody asked you directly and said, okay, what is it about the Dunkers, Abersoch Dunkers, that really sort of makes it sticky for you, the reason why you keep sort of doing it? What?
Well, when I lived in Anglesey, I lived in a village, but there wasn't the community spirit there is here.
Okay. So you find that's really...
That's lovely.
Yeah.
And as I said, you can walk around Abersoch, and not a day goes by where someone doesn't say hello to you.
No.
Or you meet somebody, or if we're sitting outside the Vanal, somebody will stop by, and our visit to the Vanal is extended somewhat because people sit down and meet, have a chat and maybe another glass of wine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like that, and I like the fact I love the walk from the dunk to Jeff's groin, so to speak, and back again. I love that because every time you're walking with someone different. And of course the coffee. Who can forget the coffee at Footprints? The coffee and croissants at Footprints.
2 islands in winter.
And 2
islands in winter.
Yeah.
And talking of pubs, You're a bit of a pair for quizzes, aren't you?
Oh, we do like the quiz, don't we?
Do you?
Wednesday night.
No, you do like the Wednesday night quiz in the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Mind
yeah.
you, it doesn't start until almost midnight.
No, I
Isn't
know,
it?
No,
It's
9 o'clock.
crazy. the
9
time.
o'clock.
Where
Yeah.
is it? The Sun.
Yeah, the Sun and then Clanengan.
Okay.
It's a good quiz.
There's a good quiz.
It's a very good quiz.
Yeah.
It's one of the best.
Is it?
Yeah.
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 And you're pretty successful. I mean, I'm going to shout about your. Don't be too modest.
Well,
with
we have
this, 'cause-
Nigel and Morak helping us as well. And
Okay.
They are very good.
And Mystic Mark used to come as
And
well,
Mystic
didn't
He
he?
will. At the moment, he's working on the island, but when he stops working on the island, he's going to start coming in winter again.
Right.
And
you might
he's-
have to wait
he's
a bit
pro-
longer. You know, they've offered him an extension.
Well,
Have they?
well, that's just
Yes.
rude. He can't take that. We need him back on the quiz
We
team.
do need him back, yes. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Send him a message, Claire.
Will do. He has to be with him.
Claire makes me laugh because you get the quiz sheet and it can be films or music. So I don't know anything about that. First question, oh, I know that one. Second question, I know that one.
Yeah.
She
Right.
knows so much.
I was going to say, who's the most competitive between you?
Oh, both
Mark.
of us.
Oh no, Mark is. Mark,
Oh, Mark,
Mark's
Mystic
quite
Mark is, yeah.
competitive.
Very,
Is it really?
Yeah,
yeah.
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 But everyone's got a little air of expertise, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
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 And they're quite funny because Nigel and Morag, because Maura's got the pen.
Yes.
She's in charge of
Oh.
pen and paper.
Well, she
And-
would be. Knowing more, right?
Yeah,
she would
she's
be.
in charge.
Yeah.
And then if there's a gap, Nigel will not hand the paper in with a gap.
You must
He
put
has to-
something in.
You put anything.
Even if it's rubbish.
Yeah. And Morag will say, well, that's not right. I don't care. Put something in. You can't leave that. Put something in. You
Right.
never know. You never know. It's so funny, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's funny.
It does make me chuckle.
Yeah.
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 It's a good night out, isn't it?
I love
They
it.
do spark off between each other
It's
very well. don't they?
hilarious.
Yeah.
It really is
Yeah, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, final question. Now you're living together. Who's the most untidy?
Oh, it'd have to be me.
Really?
I don't think I am untidy particularly,
you're
but you are very tidy.
Yeah, that's the army, isn't it? The police.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
If,
very
if
organised.
it's got a place, it's
You're
got
very
an order.
organised.
And I'm the one that does the ironing because the creases have got to be just so. I am quite fastidious
Is
about
that
the
is that
ironing.
why you have a nicely ironed and nicely creased swimsuit in the morning?
I have everything. Everything is just so, isn't it?
Occasionally, I dare to pick a t-shirt out of the unironed
Oh.
pile. That's not been ironed. You can't wear that.
Yeah. You did that
I
yesterday,
did
actually.
yesterday. Yeah.
You
yeah.
hid it under a sweatshirt, and I
did.
went, I haven't ironed that. He took his sweatshirt off. I said, you haven't ironed that. I'd hidden that. I'd hidden the basket.
And I thought I could fold a shirt, but when Claire watches me fold it, I feel terrible because it's completely inferior.
Oh, dear God.
But I think the army training must teach you that.
I think we're both quite
Yeah.
tidy.
I don't think I'm untidy.
Meg's not. Meg's not tidy.
No, well, no.
No, she drops her toys everywhere.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know.
Well, that's
yeah.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. But who's going to tell her off?
She's the untidy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a bit of a tradition before we end our podcast, and that is that I ask you a question that our previous guest has left for you. So, and one of our previous guests, I won't tell you who it was, but I'm going to ask you your question when we get off air because I like to sort of surprise people.
Yeah.
So, so your question is: if you could dunk anywhere other than Abersoch, where would it be and why?
Ooh.
Anywhere at all?
You go first. I've got to think about this one.
I have as well.
Do you
Anyway.
know, I think I'd go back to Ireland and have a dunk in Loch Ness. Because when I was in service there, we were never allowed to go there. And it always looked beautiful.
Mm.
I think I'd go back there.
Okay, Loch Ness
Loch
and the,
Ness in Northern Ireland, yeah. I would, yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
is it just
Well, Ireland-
the whole environment?
Ireland is beautiful anyway, per
Yeah.
se. Ireland's
Yeah.
absolutely fabulous.
Yeah,
But I always thought that was a lovely place. And we were never allowed to go there. So I'd like to go back there.
Loch Ness.
Yeah, Loch Ness.
Andrew?
Difficult to think of a location, but I think, as I said earlier, up in the mountains, doing one of those Dunkers strolling Dunkers walks, just to go somewhere different, to go up in a lake or stream in the mountains. I think I'd love to do that. I can't think of another location.
We could always go to Scotland and see if we find Nessie.
Yeah, it's a bit cold up there. Though.
We could give it a
It
go.
was 8 degrees this week. Amy said.
It'll be an adventure, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
See, always not one for adventure, two for adventure. Thank you both very much indeed for joining us on the Dunkers podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And may the spirit of the Dunkers go with you.
Thanks very much.